Lesson 4-2, greatest common factor. A greatest common factor is the largest factors that the given numbers have in common. Factors are the numbers that are multiplied together to get the given number. So let's take a look at that first. So if we have 18 and we want the factors of 18, that would be 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. Those are all the numbers that you can multiply together to get 18. 18 and 1, 2 and 9, 3 and 6. So the first method for finding GCF is to list the factors of the numbers. So if we have two numbers, 18 and 48, and we want to find the greatest common factor of those numbers, we first need to list out the factors. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18 are the factors for 18. For 48, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 16, 24, and 48. So now we need to identify the numbers that they have in common. So they both have a 1, they both have a 2, they both have a 3, they both have a 6. Only one has a 9 and one has an 18, and then the rest of the numbers are higher than that. So now we have to determine which one is the greatest. Well, of the four numbers they have in common, the 6 is the greatest. So the greatest common factor of these two numbers is 6. You can also find the greatest common factor using prime factorization. So you first need to list out the prime factorization. So for 18, it would be 2 times 3 times 3. And then for 48, it would be 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. So now you have to circle the common factors. So they both have this 2, and they both have a 3. So 18 has 1, 2, which has in common with one of the 2's from 48, and it has 2 3's, but the only thing it has in common with 48 is 1 3. So now you multiply those together. So 2 times 3 gets you your greatest common factor of 6. Pause the video to find the greatest common factor of the numbers below. So for the number 6, I'm going to do both methods. I'm going to do the factors method first. So the factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. And the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. So the greatest number that they have in common would be the 6. We can also do this by listing the prime factorization. The prime factorization for 6 is 2 times 3. The prime factorization for 12 is 2 times 2 times 3. So again, they both have a 2. They both have 1 3. So the greatest common factor both ways is 6. We can also find the greatest common factor of 3 numbers. The easiest way to do it with 3 numbers is to find the prime factorization of each number and then solve it that way. So for 12, we have 2 times 2 times 3. For 24, it is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. And for 60, we have 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. So if we look, we have a 2 in each one, we have another 2 in each one, and we have a 3 in each one. So if we do 2 times 2 times 3, we get 12. So our greatest common factor in all of these would be 12. Pause the video to find the greatest common factor of the numbers below. The prime factorization for 42 is 2 times 3 times 7. The prime factorization for 70 is 2 times 5 times 7. And for 84 is 2 times 2 times 3 times 7. So now, if we identify the numbers they have in common, they all have 1, 2, and they all have 1, 7. So if we multiply 7 times 2, we get 14 as our greatest common factor. Pause the video to complete the lesson review. Make sure you show me the lesson review for verification of this video.